It's a beautiful moon tonight. Interesting, this moon definitely looks a lot better than the one in Freezeezy Peak. I thought this game was by the same developers. But apparently they have different designers for different stages. Freezeezy Peak's one wasn't the best moon. But luckily, here in Mad Monster Mansion, because that is where we still are, the design of the skybox is a lot better. Not that we're going to deal with the skybox a whole lot. There's still a level to clear. And this beautiful vantage point gives us an ideal look over the one thing we still have not done yet in this course. After getting Jiggy at the top of the church, the final thing we did yesterday, excluding the game over screen, the only thing we still have left to do is Mumbo and his transformation in this course. Mumbo the Traitor, because we now know he has an eye out for Grunty. And the other way around. Because she of course also has a picture of him in her living room. Okay, Mr. Traitor. Oh, you're a double traitor it seems. You're asking for 20 Mumbo tokens now. And I thought I had a lot of them. I'm going to have to spend more than half of what I have. Okay, there's nothing up here. Just a gold feather. Alright. Hut cleaned out. Time to show the next transformation. Ah, Mumbo proud of pumpkin spell. Make good soup. Of course. I didn't expect anything less from you. Of course you're going to try to input one of your selfish reasons again. But anyway, we're Pumpkin now, as you can see. And you may ask, what can we do with Pumpkin? Well, most of all, entering small holes, like these ones. This one is just to exit this area, but still, throughout this area, and that is including stuff outside of the level, we actually found a lot of things Banjo and Kazooie weren't able to fit through. But our little edible friend here definitely can. Okay, there's a Mumbo token somewhere around here. We're obviously going to need a lot more of those. These hatches we can actually use to get access to the first floor of the mansion. Because as you may know, these windows, both of them actually had something Banjo and Kazooie weren't able to do. Just remember to make sure you have opened up these windows, because Pumpkin is not able to do it. Only Banjo and Kazooie can. So you still have to go here, even as Banjo and Kazooie, because the windows need to be opened as them. Because our Pumpkin form, just like with the Walrus transformation, does not have an attack of its own. Therefore, these windows need to be opened beforehand. But anyway, it's time for the most gross thing that we can think of in this game. We are going to enter Lago. Happy landings, little one. I'm going to keep my eyes closed if you don't mind. Just the idea that we're in a sewer now. As if that is not bad enough, but it's actually Grunty's sewer. Oh help, I can see what Grunty has been eating yesterday. Please tell me there's only a Jiggy down here. Okay, luckily we can quickly move out of here. Come on, go in! Don't want to spend a second more in here than I need to. I can't believe you went in there. Now wash your hands, filthy bear. Okay, that is one time I'm actually going to agree with you, Grunty. Let's get that filth off me. Okay, let's forget about that quickly. At least we have 8 Jiggies now. And you've guessed it, the other 2 we also need this transformation for. That's the whole reason why I'm doing the transformation business last. I'd like to finish off this stage with that. And the next one is actually right in here. This drain pipe over here, as you can see, has a little hole at the top. And we can definitely enter it. And fall onto Jiggy number 9. There's also a couple of loose notes here. And that is all. This is the exit. Also functions as an entrance, by the way. You can also go in here through here. But you'll find out that Jiggy is actually too high to jump to. You have to get it from the top. This way you can't access it. But you can exit from here, of course. Okay, and the final Jiggy is at the well area. Something I already pointed out the first time I went through here. However, I actually decided to do this last as the pumpkin. Even though I'm pretty sure you can also do it as Banjo and Kazooie. But I think as the pumpkin is more fun, because I can actually show off an alternative way of doing this. Oh, and by the way, this is actually water that normally hurts Banjo and Kazooie. But as a pumpkin you can go in here without getting hurt, as you can see. I'm not exactly too sure what will happen if you're Banjo and Kazooie. I think it functions as piranha water, just like in Bubble Gloop Swamp. But there is actually some wading boots here, so Banjo and Kazooie can still enter the water here. Not sure why you would do that, because there's nothing in it. But anyway, let's go into the well. As Banjo and Kazooie, you need to swim in here. The pumpkin can just walk around in here. Making it a little bit easier, because trying to swim your way across all of the obstacles and trying to get the notes and Mumbo token, it's not per se easy. But anyway, in the bucket we find the final Jiggy of the stage. Thank you very much. That was Mad Monster Mansion, World 7. This is actually our way out of here. Now you can also use it to go in the well. It's not a one-way door. Allow me to show you off. As the pumpkin, you're actually also allowed to go in here. With that, we actually have everything in this stage. At least I should have everything. Yeah, everything accounted for. So that leaves only one more thing to do, and that is take the transformation out of the world. It's no secret here, because before we entered the world we actually saw a lot of things where we needed to be a quote-unquote small. And therefore, it's no surprise, this stage also requires the transformation to be taken outside of the world. In fact, it's going to be more important than ever. Last time it was only to actually get the Jiggy, or to get the Cheato page. This time it's actually going to be a lot more. Required even. Ooh. Allow me to show you off what I mean. Go away. Since when did you guys get so big? In the stage you guys weren't that big. After making sure that the gate is actually smashed down here, because once again the pumpkin cannot attack, Banjo and Kazooie actually have to smash down this gate. And then we're actually able to get to this house. But unlike last time, now we can go in it. This hole in the door is just our size. I think this is Grunty's bed actually. But besides that, we actually also find the random appearance of Mr. Traitor here. See, I knew you were Grunty's lover. But no, he's actually here to transform us back into our regular selves in this room. Because we need to be able to attack and open up this coffin and find the mysterious switch in here. A water level switch. Remember in all those rooms where we actually opened up Mad Monster Mansion? Higher water level means more access. Oh yeah, of course we need to transform back again. The hole is still too small for Banjo and Kazooie. Let's transform back again. So Mumbo can continue daydreaming about Grunty. Pumpkin making Mumbo hungry. Me get butt ready. Okay, the soup joke was apparently not a joke, it's a real threat. Let's get out of here quickly. Now that the water level is risen, we can actually continue in the lair. But before we do, there's actually a couple of other things we need to take care of. Grunty's plan is rather cunning. When I'm thin, guys will come running. Yeah, I know one specific guy that will indeed come running. But anyway, like I said, there's actually a couple of other things we need to do. There's a Brentilda hidden behind the tombstone here. So get your notebook ready to write down some more gossip. Did you know Wartback keeps a dragon's foot in her pocket for luck? Hey, I do that too. What's so special about that? Anyway, next one. I've also seen my sister cuddling a huge, sweaty baboon in bed at night. Well, the baboon wasn't at home when I visited her bedroom. She's really proud of her broomstick. It's a top of the range Lord Master 2000. Well, my broomstick is just a regular Nimbus 2000. I know, pretty boring. Let's move on to the final thing that we actually saw beforehand that we need to do while being a pumpkin. Before we entered the lobby of Mad Monster Mansion, we actually found a very narrow path leading to a tunnel that only the pumpkin can enter. That's the final thing we need to do. Do be careful here because, like I said, narrow ledge, and therefore you run the risk of falling off if you're not careful. And if you do, you actually lose a life, but not just that. You also return to Banjo and Kazooie, I'm pretty sure. So you definitely don't want to fall here. Otherwise you need to reinitiate your transformation again. But there we go. And here's another Brentilda. Luckily I can write down these gossips in editing, so I don't have to remember now. Revolting Gruntilda's bedroom has smelly socks hanging from the ceiling. Well, I didn't see any. She also has a veruca plant growing in a pot beside her bed. Filthy old bag. Are you sure we're talking about the same bedroom here? And you'd be sick if you saw her enormous, spotty, purple undies. Well, after all of the bedroom lies, I'm not buying this one either. Most important thing is actually in this tunnel over here. Just like with the previous transformation tunnel, this one actually also leads to Cheato. The second cheat coming up. Cheato, Bear and Bird have found once more. Another spell they get. If one more page I see you turn, then Grunty shall Cheato burn. Nasty witch is, so code I shall tell. Enter red feathers on sandcastle floor in Treasure Trove Cove. Okay, that was pretty easy. Red feathers. And after what the previous cheat did, this one is actually not going to be that difficult to guess what this will do. I'll get the cheat later, I don't really need it for the next world, so... Let's make sure not to die, of course. In this case it wouldn't matter that much. Because I will respawn at the room I just left. Mad Monster Mansion lobby. I'll try to keep my no death run going as long as I can, so I'm not going to kill myself deliberately. Okay, this is the point where the magic runs out. The Gobi's Valley picture is the last thing you can actually reach with Pumpkin. The rest we need to do as normal again. Here we are again. Let's move on to the next note door, which we know was up here. Last time we were there, we were only allowed to open up Mad Monster Mansion and nothing more. But now, the water level has risen. We can do more. In fact, we're even already entering this room while underwater. And therefore, indicating that we are indeed higher up now. However, in this case, we still can't do anything, because as you can see, the water is still not high enough. This room is still a no-go area. But luckily it only applies to this room, because this one, we can do things. Here we can reach the higher up areas. And there might be a World 8 involved here. Let's go see what we have. Okay, this looks like some sort of ship. A frigate. However, as you may expect, the door is closed. We have not seen a world picture yet. So that's something we need to find first. But at least we already know this is actually where the world is. Now it's just a matter of finding how to open it up. Ah, here we have a cauldron. The green one, in fact. So we have another shortcut. Leading us back here. And now that we're shortcut hopping, let's also use this one immediately. I've changed my mind. Let's quickly still make our way to Treasure Trove Cove and get that cheat. Even though it's not really required for the next world. But the one after that, then you do want to have this cheat, because that one will actually require a lot of flying. More than all of the other worlds combined. Having double red feathers is definitely a must then. But since we're working with shortcuts now, might as well go in here immediately. Okay, obstacles out of the way. Time for some spelling. R-E-D F E A T H and 3 in a row E-R-S. Bear and bird get 100 red feathers. 100 maximum now is. All my feathers, it makes me sick. Fly to me, your butt I'll kick. Oh, Grunty, if you only knew. If you only knew. I'm not going to spoil the final boss here. But anyway, let's go return to where we were in Grunty's lair. Double red feathers means more flying. Even though we're not going to use it in World 8. We are going to use it in World 9. Let's first make sure we actually find the picture for World 8. We found the world itself. Just not the way to open it yet. This shortcut over here I actually never really understood. You're only skipping 2 rooms. You just go through this note door and then the room after it. That is where the other blue cauldron is, so this shortcut is not really a shortcut. But still. Oh yeah, of course, that Jiggy. Still need to grab you. Let's try to cheese this. I'm pretty sure it is possible, technically. However, I'm also pretty sure that I've never been able to do it, so... Yeah. I think you can actually land on the nose and through the nose actually jump into the eye socket. But I think I'll just take the safe route. Almost completely forgot about that Jiggy, in all honesty. As you may expect, you need to do the same as the jigsaw piece that is actually up here in this wall. You need to reinitiate the flight pad again. Works exactly the same as last time, so nothing new here. Just our final destination is going to be different. Now that we have more feathers to actually fly, it's going to be super easy getting it. There we go. Jiggy number 8 for Gruntilda's lair. Only 2 more left in here. Oh, really? That was a high fall? Give me that health back. And now it's finally time to move on again. We've had enough distractions. Even though it's a useless shortcut in my opinion, it is here, so I'm still going to use it. Where were we? Oh yeah, we were trying to find the picture for World 8. And here, in the corner of this room, we actually find a rare crate. That is a rare sight. And under it is actually the level 2 water switch. The water will rise even more. up to a point where we can actually reach a cave in here. And guess what we can find in there? Not very surprising. Yeah, I always double jump while swimming. I'm too lazy to swim normally. What can we find in here? There's a tunnel leading underwater here. And it leads to a dead end. It leads to a viewing point where we can actually see the lobby of the Mad Monster Mansion picture. I'm not sure why this is here, but still. In case you're curious about what was here. Answer, nothing. And now for the serious part. Let's smash open this gate. This is obviously where we need to go. And it's also pretty obvious what we can find in here. World picture number 8. Rusty Bucket Bay. That is going to be our next target. But I also see we have reached the end of this episode. My timer thinks this has been enough. And therefore, this is going to be the cliffhanger for now. Rusty Bucket Bay. World 8 is now open. And next time, we are going to enter it and play what is probably, up to this point, by far the most challenging of all the worlds so far. Can't wait. But anyway, thank you for watching, and see you folks next time. Treecks out!